We have a jam-packed edition of highlights to bring you this evening, and we start with a Friday night high school baseball game at Loeb Stadium between Lafayette Jeff and Brownsburg. Ben Brystone, well, he's going to come up for Brownsburg, and this is a really good team, by the way, and he will connect. A solo homer. Bulldogs up 2-1 in the third inning. I bring up that Brownsburg is really good, which makes what Lafayette Jeff did tonight very, very impressive because they're not bad themselves. Brandon Adams, the single to left field, scores Tyler Robbins and Tandrick Rardon, and that gives the Broncos a 3-2 lead, and then Spencer Long takes the ball down the third base line. That's a stand-up double that happened in the next inning, and nice going Lafayette Jeff. They win this game by a final of 6-3. All right, great doubleheader between rivals Frontier and North White. First inning, game one. Dylan Starrett doing some yard work. That's a two-run blast. Falcons take an early lead, but the Vikings, they're a good team as well. They respond in the third inning. Steven Steele, hey, he's a man of steel, takes this pitch out to right, and lo and behold, we have ourselves a tie game. But Frontier, in game one, would end up pulling away after North White did some celebrating. Catcher Curtis Brackett rips a single up the middle. Remember that name. That plates Grant Ream. Falcons take game one by a final of 7-3. All right, game two. Coach Long hoping to take game two of the doubleheader and get a sweep, but the Vikings, Jordan Long has other ideas. Oh, my goodness, he ripped that one. That's a home run to right, and North White is up 4-1 in the fifth inning, but the top-ranked Falcons rally. Grant Ream with the soft single to right, and that brings home Bryce Barber, and it is now a 4-2 lead North White. And then the Falcons, coming up in the sixth, tie the game with 2 outs. Barber crushes a double out to the fence and right. A couple of runs score, so well, we're tied at 4. In the seventh, a runner on. I told you Curtis Brackett would figure in this one. Hits one hard towards center, gets under the legs of the center fielder. Starrett wheels around to score, and Frontier wins 5-4 in a thriller. They are now 20-0 on the season. All right. A future baseball player checking out, and we got your final score. All right, let's show you the highlights. Tanner Kripe on the mound for Delphi. He gets the strikeout swinging to end the inning, and then runners at first and third in the bottom of the fourth. It's Michael Lippi takes the ball down the line, and that gets past the first baseman. Chaz Bobillo scores from third, 1-0 Central Catholic. Same inning, Cole Ruskovich up to bat, slow one to short. Matt Combs hustles in to score, bad throw to first. That allows Lippi to score. 2 runs, puts the Knights up 3-0. Then, and by the way, Ruskovich, 2 RBIs in the game. Then Drew Anthrop puts the squeeze bunt down. Scott Windler scores easily. Delphi can't get the throw over to first. Anthrop safe. Ruskovich scores. There's your final again. Hey, you saw it once, you get to see it again. Central Catholic wins it by a final of 6-1. Central Catholic also hosting Delphi, this time in softball. Fourth inning. Caitlin Schock, a very good freshman on the mound for the Lady Oracles. She gets the strikeout looking. Delphi ahead 1-0. Same inning, Knights put the squeeze bunt down. That allows Ashley Adams to score. And then we move to the top of the fifth. Tie game, runner at third for Delphi. Oracles lay the bunt down. Central Catholic out at first. Then Chandler Norman at third tries for home. Knights, though, good defensively there. They get the out. And the Knights would go on to win this one in extra innings. Good win for Central Catholic by a final of 2-1. There's your final in 9 innings. Go to Twin Lakes for their big old softball tournament. We start with Frontier and Harrison. How about Brooke Jordan striking out the side in the fifth? She struck out 14 of the 18 batters she faced. Raiders also have some sticks in their lineup. Jordan DuBois. Oh, and they had those sticks working in this game. Doubles to deep left field. Ashley Courtney, who seems like she's in a lot of our highlights. That's because she's a good player. She scores. Raiders are rolling. Final run of the game. Wild pitch scores the 10th run for Harrison. The Raiders win by that score by a final of 10-0. Elsewhere, softball. McCutcheon taking on Eastern. And the Lady Mavericks hoping to get on the board. And that's what they would do. Tamlin Poor with the single. Kelsey Rummel comes in to score, and the game is tied at 1. And then on the mound for the Lady Mavs, Brittany Keller, she records the strikeout. But Eastern would come back in this game, and they edge McCutcheon as the Lady Mavericks fall in this one by a final of 3-2. Also at the Twin Lakes tournament, the host Indians playing Maconaquah. Twin Lakes was on fire in this game. Fourth inning, Jess Berry with the single to right. Sarah McElrath scores. So Twin Lakes, well, they're taking advantage of the home cooking later in the inning. Presley Estes, that's a double off the outfield wall. Couple of more runners score, and the Lady Indians cruise in this one. Final 12-1, Twin Lakes over Maconaquah. Let's go to the scoreboard. Appreciate all the scores called in. High school baseball, Garrett House slugged a 3-run walk-off home run to lift Twin Lakes to a 4-1 victory over Northwestern. Softball, more scores from that Twin Lakes Invitational. Lewis Cass defeated Lafayette Jeff 5-1. Lowell was an 11-1 winner over Benton Central. Crown Point defeated Pioneer by a final of 8-1, and Munster downed Western by a final of 7-1. Major League